The copyright bill has been sent back to the National Assembly's Trade and Industry Committee for possible finalization. Now, the latest move has not gone down well with the creative industry, which has blamed the National Council of Provinces of passing what they have termed a flawed copyright amendment bill. We're now joined to tell us about the concerns of the creative sector by Chola Mahamate, chairperson of the Copyright Coalition of South Africa. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your time this afternoon. Perhaps you can just explain to our viewers in terms of the main issues of contention for the creative industry, which you have stated painstakingly to various stakeholders.
Good afternoon to you and your viewers. I think what I must just state at the outset is that there are currently two specific bills before the National Assembly. There's the Copyright Amendment Bill, which deals with issues around protection of creatives and access for users to works that are created by creatives. The second bill is the Performers Protection Amendment Bill, which deals with issues that are specific to performers in the creative industries. So those who are creators are governed by the Copyright Amendment Bill, and those who perform the works that creators create are governed by the Performance Protection Amendment Bill. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, these two bills have been linked, and they have caused great contention within the creative industry because of the linking, but I'll deal with that a little bit later. But in essence, our issues with the Copyright Amendment Bill really is that it introduces what we call overly broad exceptions to copyright. So in a normal instance, when you write a book or you compose a song, you have the right to allow others to do certain things with that song or that book, as long as A, they ask you for your permission, and B, they take out a license and pay you for the use of that song or that book. Now, there are exceptions to that within the law and other laws all around the world that are called exceptions to copyright. And in our law, the exceptions to copyright are called fair dealing. And it's a closed list, so everybody knows under what circumstances your works can be used without necessarily getting your permission or somebody necessarily getting a license for the use of that work. So we're all clear there's certainty in our law. What is happening with the Copyright Amendment Bill, amongst other things, that there's been an introduction of what they call hybrid fair use, where the certainty that we currently have with the law is going to be thrown into disarray, because what hybrid fair use will do is that it's going to introduce a very, very broad list and not a closed list of exceptions. So you creators in this country will never know precisely under what circumstances users can use their works without paying for them or asking for permission. And if that happens, the creators would then bear the onus to take the users to court and prove copyright infringement. Now, if that happens with the Copyright Amendment Bill, it means that there will be a disincentive for creators to create. And if there are no creations, then there won't be anything to perform, and ultimately the performers themselves will be badly impacted by this Copyright Amendment Bill. So just in terms of that, the two are linked, and one will impact the other. So if you hurt the mother in the form of the Copyright Amendment Bill, you will impact the child in the form of the Performance Amendment Bill. And we have raised these issues with the legislators, but unfortunately we are here at this point where they are proceeding to try and pass this bill.
Where are you not finding each other? Are you simply not being heard? Are you simply being ignored? Or are there reasons that have been put forth but that just don't make sense to the creative industry?
So, look, this has been an over 10-year process trying to amend these bills. The Copyright Act currently does need to be amended. We agree with that. But along the process, whatever submissions have been made, particularly after the introduction of this fair use, whatever submissions have been made by those who are trying to bring the issues to light have been ignored. Our organization has participated fully in all processes, both when it was in the National Assembly only, and even recently in the provinces. We have participated, we've made submissions, both written and oral, but these have been blatantly ignored. And now we have a bill that is going to be passed that really will decimate the creative industries in South Africa.
What now?
Well, we're at this juncture where the process is so far gone that the president will have to refer, if he does, the bills to the Constitutional Court to determine the constitutionality of it. If not, then industry will be forced to take this to the Constitutional Court. But we're hoping that the president intervenes to deal with this matter, because it's not the first time, really. Even in this year, there have been two other bills that have been sent back because of the procedural issue and the process issues around passing of those bills. And I fear that this is the direction in which we're going with this. But in in the interim, you'll still have a lot of uncertainty. You'll have creatives not necessarily protected the way they need to be protected, and you will just cause further attention within the industry.
Chala Mahamate, Copyright Coalition of South Africa chairperson, thank you very much for your time this afternoon.